Hey everyone, hope you're having an awesome day today. I am gonna go over my pre-market plans on ES and NQ. I've decided to switch over to focusing on these two names, primarily because I'm on somewhat of this 4 month hiatus since I've been studying abroad. Haven't been able to put a lot of attention into equities and really kind of progress my own trading. So I think it's best if I just focus on these two names while I develop more confidence and consistency within my own trading, and I can ease my way back into equities as I get back into trading and I'm home with my in my comfortable trading station and setup. But enough of that. Let's just get right into the trades and the setups or the plans. All right, so starting with NQ. You can see that NQ has kind of been in this range. I'm really waiting for this 1420 or 16420 area to break out. You can see that's clear resistance up here. I think we're going to get a nice little push, squeeze push to 16500 to this 1 hour supply area. I don't think that there's other supply in that area. Apologize if it's a little messy. Yeah, so it looks like that's it. And then possibly here. Yeah, okay, so it looks good. I'll fix this real quick so you can understand that it's actually 1 hour. Okay, so the plans I had on NQ were puts below here. I'll just get rid of this little 15-minute thing. 15-minute thing, okay. Puts below this area, and the reason why I like that, we kind of had 15-minute domain here, but I don't really like that kind of stuff. But the reason why I said puts below here, I had plans to both side puts. You can kind of see that this is kind of like the bottom of the range, or consolidation. And I love consolidation just because we have the most explosive moves here. Excuse me. So we see that we kind of broke out of this consolidation period here. If I'm just going to draw the box here, so it's a lot easier to understand what it looks like. And then I'll make this a different color. Oh, wow, okay, that's not good. All right, so let me just do this real quick so you guys can see it. Apologize for the delay. Okay, so you can kind of see the range here, the consolidation here. Broke out of it. We retested here, came back down, and overnight we kind of, or yesterday, or even today, overnight actually, we came back in, tested the bottom of this, and came back in. I really wanted to see us hold value here and push up, which is why I'm really waiting for this breakout above 16420, because it's actually the top of this consolidation period, which I'm really looking forward to. However, I said the plan here was if I couldn't, or if NQ failed to hold value in this consolidation period, we could potentially see this test the bottom of the consolidation period again and fail, like we saw here. So if we just pretend that we only know price up to this point here, you can see this is right before the market opens. So, we were kind of basing out here, but I said, all right, let's see if we can hold value. If we can't stay above this 16100-ish level, 1675 level, we could easily test, come back down here. There was really nothing stopping us from going lower and testing it and then maybe pushing back up. So that was the first plan. The second plan was above this 16250 area. It had some weird 30-minute supply. I didn't love it. I'll just show you the 30-minute supply zone real quick. It was right here. So you can kind of see that we did sell off from it. I didn't really like it a lot just because of these bottoming wicks. Really kind of weird. So I didn't really trust it too much. And I was really hoping for us to see us kind of slice through this supply and go into this 16330 area. So the plan was on that one was to take calls above this 16250 area, and then also above this 16420 area. So it looks like we're kind of heading towards that area. And I guess the reason, well, I wouldn't have taken it obviously, but because I was in a SPY trade, which I'll get to in a second. But this would have obviously worked out. Not the best action you want to see by any means. However, it would have, it looks like it's going to work out. Play, above here with a stop below the 16220 area, kind of this 5-minute demand zone-ish, acting as kind of your support area. So pretty good RR, and the target would of course be 90 minutes. So we'd still technically be in this trade, but I didn't take it because I was in this SPY trade. So that was the plan on NQ. The ES plan of the day was, all right, here we go. So if we back out, sorry again, it's kind of messy, I know. Just bear with me. This is a little bit of a different plan. We kind of had this downtrend line that I really wanted us to see is hold value above, maybe retest, break above it. But here is what we were looking at. So actually Carmine had the same plan, which I was actually really happy to see that if we couldn't hold value above this 4640 area, we could easily come back down and test this 4619 demand zone. So anyway, I had puts below this area. I really wanted to see buyers hold above. If we couldn't, I'd be bearish to the downside. You can clearly see that it's resistance here, or support now. If we came in, you can kind of see that this is where it is. So if we broke below 4640, I would have taken puts targeting this 4619 area. However, the bullish plan that I had was taking calls above here. And if I just show you the price, show price on the right, the level I had was 4668. And the reason why I had that number was you can clearly see that it has been resistance, support and resistance actually. A little bit cloudy here, but now you can kind of see a little bit clearer that you can see that we've had, support here, resistance here, support here, resistance here, support, so it's a little bit cloudy in this area. I get it. But if we fast forward just a little bit, you can kind of see it start to clear up a little bit. We have a touch here, we have touches here, resistance here. So, and this is also a key for our supply zone. We had a huge sell-off from the zone. You can kind of see that there's a reason why this is a key supply zone is because look at the size of this drop. It's super strong. So keep that in mind. We have a super strong 4-hour supply zone here. So if the plan was calls above 4668, ideally you want to see this action here. Now, hold on just a minute. You want to see a slice through supplies if it's not even there. That shows that buyers are there in a key supply zone. So when this happens, this means that buyers are super strong. When we have a super strong supply zone like this and we have stronger buyers here, well, we're going to have some nice bullish movement. Again, we were also holding above this 4640 area. We were holding above this downtrend line. So we had multiple confirmations. And now you see all these green candles. Well, a little bit hard to get in. I get it. So not the best risk to reward if I wanted to enter above there. Now, if you were trying to have a scalping mentality, Thinkorswim really needs to get their act together. It's really glitchy these days. But just to break it down on a macro scale, I don't really trade on 1 minute, but I'm trying to get a little bit better at them just because if I'm focusing on just these two, you can kind of see we had this little flag pattern here. It's possible, you could take it here with a stop below 4662. But what I would have done is probably taken on this 952 candle. Again, I was in class, so very hard for me to take actual trades. But I was watching it as if I was taking the real trade. So contracts were at 1.4 here. There are the contracts I would have taken. 1.4 here, right here, with a stop below kind of this support and resistance area. So right at 4665, maybe even 4662 area, targeting this 4686 area. So a little bit hard to get in. R is kind of skewed because this has just been straight green candles on the 5 minute. I get it. You can play cheap size if you want. And that, let's say, all right, you don't like this entry, right? So the next entry I would have done was right here. And this is the one that I was watching again in class, this 5 minute RBNR. I was really waiting for a basing period. And I love this because this is kind of, all right, buyers need a break. Imagine you're swimming, full speed, a lap in the pool, 100% full speed. You're going to need a break, right? You need a breath of fresh air. So this is exactly this. This is exactly this. So it's buyers kind of taking, sip of water, catching their breath, and then said, all right, here we go. Now we're ready again. So let's say you didn't get this entry. You could have entered here again. And this is super important. Let's say you missed the first entry. Well, if you haven't reached your target yet, and I've said this a lot in my other videos, where is another good entry to get in? Because let's say, all right, your target's here. I still am confident that price is going to reach 4686. Well, so you missed this. Okay, well, let's look for the next best entry. Here it is, 5-minute RBNR. I do want to note real quick that this is kind of the rocket ship technique that I do praise and love. So this is also another valid entry in my playbook, at least. Anyway, back to this one. 5-minute RBNR with a stop below, a failed 5-minute RBNR. So pretty nice risk to reward. So, I started entering as soon as we started coming up with about a 2-point stop loss and targeting 4686. So very good RR. And this would have hit perfectly. And contracts were about, so let's say I got in here at 1.4. Contracts were about 2.1, 2.2 here. Contracts about here were about 1.65, I believe. So if I got in here, it would have been a nice 50% winner. And I said, all right, I'm going to hold one runner because now we're kind of finding value in this daily supply zone. And we're kind of flagging here. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do push up to this 4,700 level. But again, it wouldn't also surprise me if we come back down, test this 4,668 level before pushing back up again. So, it is 50-50, but again, my target would have been hit beautifully and it would have left a runner. So that is that. So if you guys are struggling with, your accounts, definitely just focus on ES and Q. Play with small position sizing. Really hone in on your skills, define your strategy, and use ES and NQ to your advantage. You don't have to play Apple. You don't have to play Microsoft. These are all you need to become a solid trader. There's no magic formula here. It's very self-explanatory. Just got to keep working, journal the trades, and all that fun stuff. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching.